Hi, I'm Kresta, and I'm glad the Confederate flag is being removed from the State House grounds of South Carolina. But I'm disgusted at the political cowardice and mediocrities that were forced to do so by the murder of these 9 Christians. Think about it. How ironic that Dylann Roof should get credit for removing the Confederate flag when we've had decades of Republican and Democratic politicians who debated it. While I'm glad that it's being removed, I think it should have been done through honest persuasion and debate, not by mob pressure. In fact, the only nobility in this whole case would have to be conferred upon the survivors of the Christians who were killed during that Bible study. These men and women have really showed us what it is to be walking in the Spirit of Christ. The question is, why didn't people remove the flag before? Everybody always knew that there was a portion of the population that saw the flag as a symbol of defiance. Yes, most people regarded it, I think, nostalgically as a bit of, Southern Americana. But everybody also knew that there were those people on the margins of political life who had a subterranean resentment against the North and blacks, and that they used the Confederate flag to demonstrate their solidarity with one another. And of course, what did it say to black South Carolinians all the time? I think it told them that white politicians simply weren't listening to their concerns. So now, a 21-year-old murderer has gotten Lindsey Graham and Nikki Haley to do what generations of conversation couldn't do. Lindsey Graham and Nikki Haley are engaging in a very dangerous form of political decision-making. The bowing to immediate pressure and making snap judgments when forced by mob pressure is leading to an American political culture that requires and sometimes even rewards violence for forcing so-called leaders to do what they should have done long before. They were simply afraid to do so because they might lose their political constituency. They aren't leaders, they're opportunists. Now, the history of the Confederate flag is more complex than we can get into here, and NPR and CNN have both published good, quick studies of it that we've made available at AveMariaRadio.net. So, go and enjoy those. I'll say it again. I'm glad to see the Confederate flag go. For many people, it was simply an anachronistic piece of nostalgia that should have been shed a long time ago, even if you do like watching reruns of the Dukes of Hazzard. But if the flag was such a threat, why was it up there at all? What's changed is that cowardice has now been magically turned into courage by Dylann Roof, who acted on his twisted convictions in a way that Lindsey Graham and Nikki Haley never acted on theirs. I'm Kresta. I appreciate any comments. Thanks.